Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookie Monsters. Hope you are having a good day. It is Monday, January 29th. There's only 3 more days left in January. Isn't that weird? That's just crazy, crazy. Hang on. Our coffee stopped coffeeing. And it still stopped coffeeing. Let's try something else here. Mm. All right. All right, here we go. Annalise, congratulations on 200 subscribers. Awesome. Thank you. I didn't know we tipped over. I saw we were hanging out in 199 for a while. Thank you very much. People like you, my friend. Very good morning. Happy Monday. I was going to ask you, wonderful visit with my daughter and family the past few days. She has left for Florida today and the house seems very empty. Yeah, great to see her though. Oh, great. I'm glad you had a good visit. And she said, good morning and congratulations. Hi, Mary. So glad to hear. Oh, yes. It's good to have visitors. Sad to see him go, but also kind of nice to have your own space again. Of course, that's just me. I don't let any visitors come. All righty. We're going to look at the new releases being sent into the wild this week. And we start on Mondays with the Cozy Mysteries because there's always so many of them. Um, there we are. Stop that. Go over here. All right. A Killer at the Castle by Kelly Mason. This is December 20th. There we go. Perfect Dragnet by Nick Saint, number 76 of 80 in the Mysteries of Max. Kindle Unlimited. Just the facts, ma'am. It isn't often that tragedy strikes close to home, but when Charlene Butterwick was kidnapped, that got all of our attention. Snatched in broad daylight in front of Town Hall, it wasn't long before the entire Hampton Cove police force organized a dragnet and went all out to find the mayor. And since, in a sense, Charlene is our mayor also, as well as our human's aunt by marriage, we volunteered for the search. It soon transpired that whoever was behind the spectacular abduction has also been involved in a home invasion gone wrong, with the homeowner not having survived his ordeal. So it wasn't too long to say that the pressure was on to find Charlene before it was too late. Josephine West and the Bookish Corpse, February. We are not batting 1,000 today. The Sandy Shaw Mysteries, Book 11, Sins of the Mother by R.T. Green. Looks very Indiana Jones-esque. Tutankhamun, Tomb Raiders, and an ancient Egyptian curse. What could possibly go wrong? Even poor Sandy has chance to come to terms with life in England. The team is asked to head to Egypt for the biggest job they've ever undertaken. It all begins when, unaware of the consequences, Archie and Rose accept a straightforward missing person case for the last man on Earth they ever thought would contact the agency. As it turns out, it's anything but straightforward. The trip to Egypt descends into a dangerous mix of murdered, buried secrets and shadowy figures who will stop at nothing to ensure their justice is done. And then, of course, there's the ancient curse. Perfect for fans of Agatha Christie, blah, blah. Looks kind of fun. Arena! Already? I love this series. I do like this series. Yeah, this one came out in January, beginning of January. Killer Contest. We are good. And if you're following Killer Cozies and looking for a pink cover, here is a pink cover. Scavenger Hunt. This is by Hazel Smith, a delightfully addictive cozy murder mystery, a Maid Ivy cozy mystery book. International guest, buried secrets, and a killer contest to solve. Hotel La Fontaine is in the headlines again as the glamorous pooch pageant comes to London. Head maid Ivy Stone has a rough week ahead, cleaning up after pampered pups and their obsessive owners. Only someone is out to win at any cost, even if it means taking out the competition permanently. It's all pun and games until a champion dog breeder drops dead. Armed with Midwest grit, insatiable curiosity, and fabulous friends on staff, Ivy tightens her apron strings and dives right into the mystery. Discreet eavesdropping and digital digging reveals everyone has secrets they want to keep buried. Amidst the whirlwind weekend, Ivy finally shares a first kiss with the handsome hotel owner, Max. Even the help of Monty, her best friend forever, may not be enough to crack the case. Time is running out as Ivy gets closer to the truth. It's a dangerous game she has to win before the culprit gets away with murder. The puns, they are thick. Born to be Styled by Jeannie Wickerly. 6th in the Spellbound Hound Magic and Mystery series. And it is available today. Woo. Toby is a pooch in need of a short back and sides. Unfortunately, an unscheduled appointment at Toby's local poodle parlor proves particularly perilous for the poor proprietor in more ways than one. Yeah, and that was with very little coffee. Her poor poodle is left pining. Okay, let's stop now. But when you have a spellbound hound on the case, it turns out murder can be stylish after all. Another magical installment in Spellbound Hound Magic and Mystery series with Toby the Schnauzer Collie Whippet Terrier thingy and his quirky furry friends. Oh dear, does the dog solve it? And then tomorrow, they are saying The Case of the Stray Stickpin, 55 pages by Magna Alexander. Nice cover. Moving on. The Pegasus Perplexity. What is it with P's today? 56 pages by Miranda Rose Barker, Witches of Moonlight Hollow Cozy Mysteries. Nice cover. Moving on. Sorry, you gotta make the 100-page break or else you're not a book, you're a short story. Someone Rotten Riding the Rails. Oh, now we're going for R's. This is by Chris Bach, 6th in the Accidental Detective series. Kate Tessler and her crew of misfits set out to blow the whistle on two feuding crime families. Former war correspondent Kate Tessler has solved multiple murders since returning to her Arizona hometown, to the grudging appreciation of the local police. Now Detective Padilla and the FBI approach Kate with a proposal. Two Russian crime families have rented a private historic train to the Grand Canyon for their children's wedding. The route is scenic and remote. No cell phones. The FBI needs to survey, but anyone infiltrating the train must be above suspicion. Kate poses as herself, which then would not be posing, sent by the newspaper to cover the society wedding, while her sister Jen is the photographer. Their multi-generational and eccentric crew pose as train staff. The goal is to observe, but that quickly derails when the groom disappears and a search for him turns up a dead body. Everyone's a suspect and trapped on the train. The mob families won't contact the police, so it's up to Kate and friends to uncover the truth before their whole mission goes off the tracks. Deadly Dreams by Susan Harper. Second in the Greta Carragher British Cozy Mysteries. Deadly Dreams is the second story in this series. If you like fast-paced mysteries with interesting characters, troublesome pets, and unexpected twists, you're going you're going to something in this adventure in jolly old England. You know nothing about this. Nothing. Somebody needs to practice writing summaries. Unholy Sanctuary. Now you've got my attention. Medieval. An Ella of Salisbury Medieval Mystery, Book 10 by J.G. Lewis. No, I've not read this series. Salisbury, 1232. An elderly nun is accused of witchcraft after a priest dies under mysterious circumstances. When the nun tells Ella something that could turn the king against her nemesis, Justiciar Hubert de Burgh, she knows she must whisper in the king's ear. Ella finds herself in a race to save the nun's life as de Burgh tumbles from his lofty pedestal and chaos rattles the halls of power. The Roman Riddle by Lynn Morrison, fifth in the Dora and Rex 1920s mysteries. In the Eternal City, Rex and Dora's holiday comes to an abrupt end when they receive an urgent message from Rome, as one does. The okay, I'm saying that wrong, have accused the British ambassador of murder. A witness puts the ambassador at the scene and the evidence points to his guilt, but he assures the couple he is innocent. I assure you, I'm innocent. If they are not allowed to proceed with their accusations, the simple case will become an international incident. Rex and Dora face their most difficult puzzle yet. First, they have to uncover the real identity of the victim. Only then can they determine who had the motive to kill. But in the Eternal City, the past and present are intertwined. Old flames return, past grudges re-emerge, and regrets bring consequences. Before the case ends, they'll have to answer a riddle. What is more important, solving the case or saving the life of a friend? Deadly Claws and Mayhem by Claire Robbins. Fifth in the Fade Island Paranormal Cozy Mysteries. A mystical island, a hot sheriff. I think the period and exclamation point should be switched there. And a snarky familiar with bad habits. That would be me. No. The Flying Circus has come to the island. It's an annual event, and the traveling attraction is a favorite with both the locals and the tourists. But it isn't long before things turn deadly. Between a surprise visit from her best friend, dodging Cupid arrows from a certain hot vampire, I'm out, and some shocking discoveries about her family history, Senna doesn't have time for a circus turf war. The claws have come out amongst the circus folk, and it isn't pretty. But someone believes she knows something that she really doesn't. Can she find the killer before they silence her? She better, or else there's not going to be a whole lot more books. Good morning, Kim. I haven't heard how my brother's doing. Still in the hospital. He is being released today to a facility while they wait for a room in a longer term facility. The outlook is not long term, and that's not surprising. Annalise says, "Hi, Kim." Everybody says, "Hi, Kim." And Mary said, "Very pink cover." Yes. And Storm, hi, Storm. Morning. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Awesome. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. Let's close down the one with the vampire because whoops. A Staged Corpse by Aaron Scott, 12th in the Stony Brook Mystery Series. Hang on. Release date is in question. Came out last week. Fatal Wines and Valentines. This one came out January 6th. What if you're looking for a Valentine's Day one? Here we go. Mystic Misfortune. First in the Mystic Village Paranormal Cozy Mysteries by Cindy Stark. When fledgling gift shop owner Callie, maybe Kaylee, but Callie Kennedy gets invited to a New Age festival in her picturesque Red Rock hometown of Mystic, Arizona, she expects a peaceful experience and opportunities to promote her store. But the spiritual fair takes a dark turn when the infamous psychic Vespera winds up dead. And rude, and Kaylee becomes entangled in the investigation. Detective Nick Monroe is highly competent at his job and in capturing Kaylee's interest, but when it comes to supernatural matters, he's at a disadvantage. He seeks Kaylee's help to navigate a maze of spurned townsfolk and bitter rivals while suspicion swirls through the tranquil community. As romantic tensions simmer with Detective Monroe and the mystical world collides with harsh reality, Kaylee must use her unique knowledge to uncover the truth. With a bloodstained tarot card as her clue and an enigmatic gnome figurine stirring up trouble, Kaylee's journey is fraught with mystical implications and hidden dangers. Only time will tell if they're able to uncover the veiled secrets in Vespera's past and catch the killer before the festival ends. It's like a hallmark. Now this one's a bigger name. This is second, I believe, in the series. The first one is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, which I could probably use for the prompt of giving things a second chance because I couldn't get into it the first time. We'll see. When the Australian Mystery Writers Society invited me to their crime writing festival aboard the Gone, the famous train between Darwin and Adelaide, I was hoping for some inspiration for my second book. Fiction this time. I needed a break from real people killing each other. Obviously, that didn't pan out. The program is a who's who of crime writing royalty. The debut writer, me, the forensic science writer, the blockbuster writer, the legal thriller writer, the literary writer, the psychological suspense writer. But when one of us is murdered, probably not him, the remaining authors quickly turn into 5 detectives. Together, we should know how to solve a crime. Of course, we should also know how to commit one. How can you find a killer when all the suspects know how to get away with murder? Murder at a Tea Party. Abigail Lynn Thornton is the author. This is 11th in the Ledoux Mysteries. Wandering scared and alone, Winona has lost everything she works so hard for. Freedom, love, and family, the very thing she was meant to protect. But one moment of chaos took it all away. Now the bodies are piling up and she's terrified of hurting those she loves most. But when an old acquaintance shows up out of the blue, Winona must make her hardest decision yet. Does she need to save Hexhaven from her psychotic father or herself? They're calling it an episode. Don't miss this episode of Winona's adventure. Methinks people have watched too much TV. These are books. Blast from the Past by Jasmine Webb, third in the Mackenzie Owen Mysteries. An explosion in St. Albans rocks more than just the town center when the victim turns out to be someone from Maggie's past. Mac pretty quickly decides the two of them have to find the killer because the victim had a lot of skeletons in his closet, literally, and it's going to take someone who was around back in the day to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, someone around town is spreading rumors about Mac, and she's pretty sure she knows who's behind them. And how come Axel seems to magically be involved in every case Mac decides to investigate? As the case progresses, Mac discovers that some people will stop at nothing to let the past stay in the past, and that includes targeting the people she loves. Will she get to the bottom of the case without getting blown away herself? Stranger in the Village by Kate Wells. Second in the Malvern series. Where there's a body in Malvern End, there are secrets to be uncovered. Jude Grey has worked hard to bring a steady equilibrium to life in Malvern Farm, on Malvern Farm, and things are going well. The only fly in the ointment is the foul addition of a new face in the village, staunch townie and chauvinistic sleaze Des Smith. Jude has nothing but sympathy for his caring, patient wife Loretta, who has become a regular visitor to the farm for a cup of tea and a chat. But things take a turn for the worse when a hit and run outside the Lamb brings death once again to the village. Is it an accident, or is something more sinister afoot? Perhaps the answer lies in the stranger with red trainers who's been seen wandering through the village and through Jude's fields at night. Following the clues, Jude desperately hopes she will find the right answers, because the murderer, being someone she knows, is unfathomable. Bake It to the Limit. Raised and Glazed, number 38, by Emma Ainsley. 76 pages. Pretty cover. It's about donuts. Less than 100 pages. Moving on. Cupcakes and Carnage. Although that book did get points for referencing an Eagles song. My favorite. Cupcakes and Carnage by Tammy Beck. February. Murder in a Care Home by Dawn Brooks. 5th in the Lady Marjorie Snellthorpe mysteries. A spate of deaths in a care home. Someone is getting away with murder. Lady Marjorie Snellthorpe has earned a reputation in her village as the sleuth of the manor due to her knack for solving mysteries. When her friend Edna suspects foul play following the deaths of 2 residents from a prestigious retirement community, Marjorie goes undercover to investigate. Along with her trusted friends Horace, Frederick, and Edna, Marjorie must catch the killer before anyone else dies. Going undercover as new residents, Marjorie and Horace set out to uncover the truth. But there is a ruthless killer in their midst, and Marjorie must catch them before she becomes the next victim. The 4 friends risk life and limb to uncover the dark secrets hidden behind the walls of the not-so-idyllic community. All right. That is all we have time for, unfortunately. We will look at more of these on probably Friday or as we have time. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in or tuning in later. I appreciate it. Oh no, commercial. I hate commercials. All right, back at it. Announcements. I don't have sprints tonight. My next sprints are tomorrow evening at 6:05 Mountain Time, 8:05 Eastern. Storm has sprints tonight on her channel, Storm Reads, if you want to do some. They are at 5 Mountain Time, 7 Eastern. If you need a little sprinting inspiration to get some reading done. And at least I'll be in the live sale today. Got a tab running. Oh yeah, me too, from members only. Forgot about that. Hope everyone has a great day and some fun. Thanks. You betcha. I'll see you later on Thunderhorse Descent. Absolutely. All righty. Tomorrow we'll look at regular mysteries, and tomorrow morning, and then again sprints tomorrow night. Hope you guys have a good Monday. Have some coffee, read good books, and as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.